Hey guys, me and Dave. It's 8/12/2022 Friday night. So I'm sitting here having a drink, trying to enjoy myself. I'll tell you what happened last night. Today I slept all day long. I slept all day long. I was up for over 24 hours yesterday and Wednesday, and I caught up on sleep today, all day today. I was in bed all day. Didn't do anything. Took Max out at 7 and went for a little ride. Went to the park and he went potty and stuff. But okay, so I'll tell you about what they can do with these weapons, you guys. They can put you in a state of hypnosis. They can almost put you in a trance. Okay, especially if you're in a deep sleep. They can do manipulated dreams with these weapons. Um, you know, they can wake you up, wake you up in a trance, almost like you're sleepwalking. Okay, they can make you do things. Some people think they can't make you do things. They're naive people. They can make you do things. Okay, they can put you in a state of hypnosis, and they can make you run outside in your underwear if they want to. If you're in a deep sleep, they can make you wake up and go out in your underwear if they want to. Okay. Now, some people don't believe that, and they're naive and they're vulnerable. They need to wake up. So they can make you do things. Okay, so I don't know if you guys watch A&E at all, but one of my favorite shows is the First 48. Detectives solving homicides. Okay, so I was in a deep sleep, and I'm sitting here having manipulated dreams about this show. Having manipulated dreams about this show. It's my favorite show, you guys. I watch it all the time. They have marathons on all the time on A&E. People love the show. That's why they play it all the time. Okay, so I went to bed around midnight, and around 3 o'clock in the morning, I had some manipulated dreams and manipulated thoughts about this show, about the detectives, about the good guys, okay, the catch bad guys. So I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now I thought I was part of this show, you guys. I woke up. I was sleepwalking. I was in a trance. I was in a state of hypnosis. Okay? I woke up and they were playing this in my head. Even when I was awake, when I was in this trance, they were playing this in my head. Okay? So I woke up and I was working with the detectives. I didn't know any better. Okay. Now, so I woke up and I'm like, they were interrogating this criminal, this murderer, and to make him talk, he requested to have some devil eggs made. I woke up. I went to the fridge. I got 6 eggs, and I was boiling them. I was going to make devil eggs for the detectives so they could get to this guy so he would talk. I woke up to the point where I was boiling these eggs. And then I went back and sat on my bed. It took me a good 10 or 15 minutes to realize, what the heck am I doing? So I'm sitting on my bed, having a chew, and it's like 3:15 in the morning, and I'm boiling eggs because I thought these detectives wanted me to make deviled eggs for this murderer so he would talk. This is all real. This stuff is. They can do this to you so you don't know what's going on. If people don't want to believe this, they need to pull their head out of their butt. They can put you in a state of hypnosis. They can put you in a trance where you don't know what's going on, okay? So I'm sitting on my bed. It took me a good 10-15 minutes to realize, what am I doing? What am I doing? Did they pull me out of the trance? Or did I come out of it myself? I don't know. I couldn't tell. But I'm sitting on my bed like, what am I doing? There is no murderer. I'm not helping the detectives. You know, nothing's going on. And I poured out, the eggs were done. I poured out the water. I put the eggs in a dish and put them in the fridge. You know, I mean, I was in a state of hypnosis. I even went to my phone and Googled, how do you make deviled eggs? You know, how do you make deviled eggs? And it said use some what is that? Dijon mustard, or whatever it's called. And then and a little Miracle Whip, and then you put the, put the stuff on the eggs and cut them in half and all this stuff. You know, I even did that, and I looked them up, and I still didn't realize I was out of it. Now, this is a little scary, you guys, because they can do some worse things. What if you hopped in your truck and ran into a tree? You know, what if you hopped in your truck and did 100 miles an hour down the road? Got in an accident? You know? What if they were that evil that they would cause you to do something? I shouldn't mention this because I don't want them to start doing it to you guys. But you get my point. You know, I watch TIs and they're like, some TIs make videos and they're like, oh, they can't make me do anything. Bullshit. You know, they're taking it easy on you. You know, they're taking it easy on you for some reason. They can make you do things. They can put you in a state of hypnosis and they can make you do things. I had no idea what was going on. I woke up, I went to the fridge, I made some eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and I went back and sat on my bed and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? You know, I thought I was helping these detectives, and they were interrogating this murderer suspect. You know, and he wouldn't talk unless he had devil eggs. And I was making those eggs for that, you know? This is how real this stuff is, you guys. This is how dangerous these weapons are. You know, I wish people, some TIs just, they act like it's a joke and they laugh about this stuff and they make a video and they're like, it's like, man, you're a dipshit or something because, this is serious shit here. And you're a victim and you're an idiot. You know, it's like you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable. They can make you do something. If you don't think so, you're an idiot. I'm sorry to say that to, some TIs, but they can make you do stuff. So they can put you in a state of hypnosis, in a trance, and make you sleepwalk if they want to. I have an alarm on my door. I put an alarm up after they made me sleepwalk. I thought maybe that now I'm aware of it, they wouldn't be able to do it. But they made me do it last night. I was up, I was making eggs, I was playing this show over in my head. I was helping these detectives interrogate a suspect, and that's what they can do. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. That's what happened last night. So I'm sitting here having a couple drinks, and stuff. Could they do this if I wasn't on medication? I'm on the lowest dose possible of medication. They were able to do it before I was on medication. They can put you in a state of hypnosis. At the beginning of my program, they did that quite a bit. They were trying to make me look up hot women on Google. You go to pics and you punch in hot busty women, and They were doing all kinds of things to try to get me to look up women and busty women and all the stuff they were doing in the beginning of my program. Um, they were doing all kinds of things to do that. So anyway, so I'll tell you one more thing. There's a gorgeous blonde girl living in the duplex they own across the street. Okay, now, um, I took Max for a ride. He went potty. Went for a little ride. She's sitting in her vehicle when we were pulling up. She's a gorgeous girl. Why is she there? Do they have cameras in her apartment? Probably. I think they do have cameras in her apartment, and I think they're watching her. Um, but who is she? She doesn't really perp me. There's two girls living over there. They don't really perp me, but she was out there tonight because I made a comment. I was thinking, or I think I made a comment on a video that they don't perp me and all this stuff. So she was out there tonight. So they're putting that girl in my head for a couple hours. A gorgeous girl, beautiful, and all this stuff. Um, you know, this is what they do. They put beautiful women in your thoughts all the time. If you go for a ride, they'll have some gorgeous women out there showing their stuff off and stuff like that. She sat in their car until I went in the gate, and then she came out and did her, went to her apartment or whatever. But these guys are perverted, you guys. They will. If you see a pretty woman or a gorgeous woman, they will put thoughts of you being intimate with that woman. They will do that. And then they'll be like, oh, you're a sicko and all this stuff. It's totally them doing it. They will do that in line at the grocery store. When I went to Costco, there were a lot of pretty young women there with their kids and stuff, and showing off their stuff. Like I say, I thought they could see our thoughts. I guess they have real ESPs. So can they do that? I don't know, but I know the supercomputer can see our thoughts. Don't get me confused. I know the supercomputer can see our thoughts. They're reading our thoughts in real time. But can these perps do it? Are they connecting them to me and the supercomputer? Can they see what's in my head, or can they see what they're putting in my head? If they're putting it in the perp's head too, they're seeing that, So they will. If you're standing in the back of a pretty woman that's showing off her stuff, they will put sexual images, video in your mind. Making love to that girl, and then she'll bang, and all this stuff, and stuff. So that's what they'll do. So they're doing that to this girl over here. She lives over here. They let me see the back of her. I haven't really seen her. I know she's a pretty woman, gorgeous and stuff and stuff. But they don't let me see her because then they'll start putting perverted thoughts of me with her in my thoughts, making love to her and stuff like that. That's just something they do, Something they do, Some girls, flaunt their stuff, and I guess they like that, I guess they like it or something, but, and they're very perverted. They were, when I was in the psych ward, there was, one of the counselors, was in the psych ward. She was showing off her shit. I mean, she was spreading her legs, shaking her butt, doing everything for me, to get reactions out of me. When I was in the psych ward, very attractive woman, and all this stuff. And they will put her in my mind sometimes because they want me to make love to that woman. And they like to see that. They're very perverted people, you guys. they're watching our thoughts in real time, and this is what they do. This is what they do to all targets and stuff. Sometimes they'll show you a pretty woman, and they want you to make love to that girl. They like to see that because they're watching your thoughts, just like if you're really doing it, and that's what they do. So anyway, it's a very perverted program. Who came up with it, I have no idea. A bunch of pervert doctors, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to sit and have a couple drinks. I'm going to bed. I'm super beat. I'm going to go to bed around midnight and try to enjoy my night. It's not bad right now, so just me and Tanner and Max hanging out. And that's the life of TI, you guys. I'm telling the truth. I'm the real deal. And I'm telling you what they do to us. And you real TIs can relate to me. And this is what they do to us. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.